This is Sparta! On the show tonight, the star of 300, top music, acting royalty, and a cute little doggy. Let's start the show! First show of 2012, and what a show it's going to be. Hollywood hunk Gerard Butler is here. Sherlock star Martin Freeman is here. Yes. Doctor Who assistant Karen Gillan is on the show. Musical superstar Noel Gallagher is here. I wasn't lying. The star of the new silent movie, The Artist, Uggie the dog, is here. Oh, look at Uggie. Oh, Uggie, living the film star life. That's him on the red carpet at the premiere. Oh, here he is partying afterwards. Whoa! Very excited to be meeting Gerard Butler, star of the hit film... yes. Star of the hit film 300. You know. Oh, look at that. A Greek man stripped to the waist, always erotic. Well, nearly always. Imagine 300 of them. Whoa. Martin Freeman's joining me. Yes, he is. Oh. Martin currently appearing as Dr. Watson in the brilliant new series of Sherlock. You watching that? Fantastic. Now, the next episode is based on the Hound of the Baskervilles. Yeah, a terrifying dog that ate two of the Baskerville family. Yeah. Oh, I could not eat another Baskerville. The first episode was action-packed, ladies and gentlemen. Holmes and Watson had to deal with a robbery in Baker Street, a heist in Westminster, and even a snatch in Belgravia. Let's get some guests on! Later we'll be having music and chat with Noel Gallagher. But first, as Octable TV now, it's Dr. Watson himself, Martin Freeman! Woo! Gorgeous! You're very welcome, sir. Have your seat. There you go. She made a big splash as Amy Pond. It's Karen Gillan! Oh! Beautiful! Hello, my darling. Sit yourself down, Karen Gillan. And at last, I've got my very own butler. It's Gerard Butler! Really well. Great to see you. There you go. Oh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. They love you all. We won't ask where that Scooby's coming from. They just love you all.
Equally.
Equally.
Yeah. Just because Gerard got a bigger round of applause, that means nothing.
By the way, this is from Martin's partner.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck on the show. Thank you.
Thank
Just told me to pass that on.
He's a vessel for love.
Oh, that's really lovely. That's very nice. By the way, you went right past Karen Gillan.
We already had a kiss.
Oh, did you? Oh, OK. All right, fair enough. I'll keep the show as quick as possible. So get back to it. No. And you've just come from a premiere.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, of Coriolanus.
Coriolanus, yeah.
Very good.
So, but I gave that up to come and see you.
That's very good of you. And now, you look very nice, but I thought, you know, you're a Scot. I thought you might be sporting, you know, the kilt on the red carpet.
No.
Do you ever do the kilt?
Oh, yeah, I've done the kilt. I've done
the red
kilt.
carpet?
Not on the red carpet, no. I don't think I
you
did.
should do it.
Yeah, maybe I should.
I love people going, yes, you have.
In Glasgow? Oh, I did! Hey, you want to answer these questions for me? By the way, this lady here, I mean, basically, did you move to America? She's from Scotland, but just goes wherever I go to support.
That lady there with the glass. The lady
knows
loves
the
it.
answers
Nice.
better than I do. So
Okay.
if I'm saying anything wrong, you'll keep me in line.
Apparently she will. Yeah.
No, but
Minutes into the show. Yes, you have!
So I wore a kilt at my sister's wedding though in Paisley, Scotland, and I had to go up and do a reading, and my mother and the family were in the front row. And of course, as you know, in Scotland, there's a certain rule to wearing the kilts. And, you know, I'm sitting like this, and I look, and everybody's kneeling forward, you know, at the podium. And my mum is looking at me, she's doing this, and she's going... I think that she's telling me to pray. And then the whole congregation is watching me, so I'm like this, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like... And I go... like this. And she's like... And then I realised that everybody is staring right up. So I'm like this, and I go. And that's why I always forget that I've worn kilts. It's always a disaster.
Because you're from Scotland as well.
I am, yeah.
Have you had a kilt experience?
I'm still traumatised by something that happened to me the other day, actually. So I went to my cousin's wedding, and I thought, I'm going to film the occasion and then give it to her as a Christmas present. And then I was going through all the material, and somebody had obviously taken the camera. This wasn't me. And it went all dark, and I could see, like, something moving around. And then I suddenly realised that it was an up-kilt shot of my cousin. Oh! It was horrible.
Did you leave it in, or did you take it out?
It's deleted.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I don't want to look at that.
DVD extras on the wedding? Nice.
No, you didn't. Here's a shot here.
We found it. Oh, dear. Now, listen, not only are we pleased, Gerard Butler, you're on the show, we're glad you're on planet Earth, because we nearly lost you before Christmas. Didn't we? I mean, was that true? Because it was on the news.
Well, it's true then.
OK.
Actually, this is one of the few times that reports maybe were not exaggerated. No, it was a pretty close call. I mean, the movie that I'm making is about big surf. So we're in a place called Mavericks where the waves are huge, and I'd been out there, you know, paddling in big waves. I even surfed a couple of big waves, and then suddenly these waves came out of nowhere. And I'm with three of the best surfers in the world, and they're just going, paddle, Jerry, paddle! And I'm paddling on my board as it just, this wave spread across the skylight, and it came, it was about 30 feet high, and just dived in, and it took me. And I was under, and I'm thinking, you get to that stage where you're like, oh, I gotta get up. It ripped my leash off, so I knew there was nothing to pull me up. I'm just tumbling, going. And I'm thinking, all right, I need to get up. And then I felt the next wave go, and it all started all over again. And I'm like,
Wow.
I'm like, I can't believe this has happened. There's a whole film. All I could think was, there's a whole film crew up there, and they're going.
Can I just ask a question? I'm interested. How long did it feel like you were under? Because you know when people say, you know, your life flashes before you and just time changes. How long did it feel like you were under?
Well, I've had a few hairy experiences in training for this movie because it's about big wave riding, so I think I've got out of my depth a couple of times. Sometimes you're only under for 10, 15 seconds, but you
That's a
feel
lot, though.
like you're under for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this,
yeah.
I was under for almost a minute.
Jesus, really?
Anyway, oh my God, I'm reliving this right
Yeah,
now.
no, terrible. Let's move on. A bad thing. Audience going, why is he telling us this story? This isn't Chat Show Gold. Now, Gerard, I think I've done very well to hold off till now. Let's talk about your body. Because... Is that you now? Is that you surfing now?
No, I don't know what that is, actually.
All right.
Is that a
Do
kilt?
we know where it is?
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii. It's Hawaii.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is this serious?
Yeah.
Really? So it was Hawaii.
Wow. You were there. You probably took the photo.
So it was Hawaii. But that was 300 the first time that you seriously kind of did the bodybuilding and everything.
No, I did it for Tomb Raider.
Of course, that was first, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was then. But without a doubt, that's the movie where I kind of went a little crazy, you know, and it became... I mean, I was training 6 hours a day when I did 300, and it was... You know, I was pumping, you know, and I would have a trolley of weights round, and it just, you know, between each take, you know, because it actually, in all seriousness, really helped me get into the intensity of the character, because I noticed in another movie I had done half Beowulf, where it was a Viking movie, and I'd done half of it on weights and half of it not, and I could so see a difference with, you know,
the aggression, the testosterone, I guess,
the
yeah.
testosterone, actually, yeah, that's in the character when at the period when I wasn't.
Because in Love Actually, Martin, you had to get your kid off. You were a porn double.
Well, I must say this. I'm going to say this for Richard Curtis's sake. I wasn't meant to be a porn double. I was meant to be like a double on the set of something like An Eyes Wide Shut, sort of high-end, legit movie, but with a bit of shagging in it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. But did you feel the pressure to kind of...
Yes, I got a one-pack. Richard was strict with me about that. I came in with an 8-pack, and he said, it's got to go. You've got to look more normal. Got to look more approachable. So, no, it would have been silly for me to have played like a nice, likeable bloke with, you know, with Jared's physique.
Yes.
Not that I probably wouldn't have got Jared's physique, because I don't think I have that same commitment.
No.
I don't think I have that. And I take my hat off to that.
And in between movies, when you don't have to look like that, do you let it go?
It depends what I have coming up next, you know, and I always try and keep in some kind of condition, because I train, when I train again, but it's very intense.
Yes.
You know, especially if you're playing a role like Leonidas, and sometimes you let go as intensely.
And have you ever kind of, you know, met a nice lady and sort of got home and you've taken some clothes off and she's gone, are you the Jared Butler that was in 300?
Too many times.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
They asked for their money back.
No, but guys used to come up to me and say, you know, listen, it's hard. I watch that movie and you have that body, and it's hard for me when I have, you know, I have a girlfriend, I don't have a body like that, and I'm thinking, I don't have a body like that, and I am that guy. So, you know, suddenly you see yourself by a swimming pool, and you know you're not looking at your best, and you literally, this is what happens. You see people going, oh, there's Jack. Oh my God, look at that. You know, and you start breathing in a little bit before. Oh, it's a little chilly. I'll put my t-shirt back on.
And after that, you are very buff in Coriolanus, which is the new movie, which is out on January 20th.
That's not me.
No, that's Ray Fiennes. You're the other name.
Oh, yes.
And it's Shakespeare, but it's a very accessible kind of telling of the story, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's modern day. It's actually, we filmed it in Serbia, which seemed very appropriate. And yeah, that's what I loved about it. I read it and I thought, this is, I mean, it's Shakespeare, but it's very easy to understand. And it was actually shot by the DP that shot Hurt Locker, and that's how it feels. It's kind of like a Shakespearean Hurt Locker. There's like a lot of incredible battle sequences in it, but then a lot of political manipulation and incredible intimacy as well. And it was a great... Actually, it's the first role I ever had, first professional engagement I ever had as an actor was in Coriolanus. And so it's kind of come full circle that I was sent this script by Rafe and had a chance to be in it again at a different level.
And also, I think people kind of worry Shakespeare, it'll be quite slow, but it's the pacing on it's fantastic. It's really...
You saw it,
yeah.
No, it's turned out really well, which I can't say for all my movies, but I'm very happy how it turned out. It's a very powerful piece.
Well, this is, the clip we're going to show is basically you and Ray Fiennes in one of your fights. Yeah. And they're really intense, kind of proper fights. So, here we go. It's full on.
Talk about Shakespeare being accessible.
Yeah.
You don't even have to listen to any Shakespeare.
But in a fight scene like that, as an actor, do you kind of look at Ray Fiennes and kind of going, oh, this is silly, I could easily beat the crap out of you?
Yes. No, he was tough, actually. He was I was impressed with his toughness, and it was really, you know, it was 2 solid days to shoot that sequence, and it just became about 2 guys, you know, going at it.